Good evening. Hello, hello. I'm feeling so happy today, and I wanted to come on and spread the joy around Facebook. I'm basically just going to go on about how much a great day that I've had. So I apologise in advance for anybody who's having a really shitty day. I really apologise. So yeah, usually when I come on live I'll talk about stuff, funny stuff, entertaining stuff, stuff that everybody else is kind of thinking about at the time. But you know what, today I've been having one of those days where it's just been a brilliant day. I've got maybe a handful of things that have just went right for me today. It's been one of those good days, and I know that I've been speaking to a lot of people lately who are having a really hard time, and my mum's one of them, which kind of always sticks at the back of my mind. Even though I'm having good days, there's always those days that just bring you right down, that bring you right back down to the bottom again. But what I've realised is, and my whole time that I've been, since I started my business till now, I've started to do some kind of like mindset training, and I don't know if anybody, it's maybe going to sound like I'm crazy or I've found God, but I promise it's not anything like that. It basically is, when I've been training my mindset, I've basically been training my mindset so that I can be more positive, and the way that I'm doing that is to learn how to be grateful for what I've got. Sometimes that can be so hard, and that's why I'm saying the good days do come, because I'll guarantee you that people have more bad days than they have good days, and it's the same with any situation. You always remember, more or less, you'll remember more bad things that's happened to you than good things, because the bad always outweighs the good, because, well, bad is just, it's bad, and it's just something that sticks with you. And that's why a lot of people are so cynical and negative. A lot of people, I'll call them realists, because they see things, well, they don't see things how they are. It's just, we're just programmed to always kind of see things with blinkers on, just the one way, just narrow. You're just, when bad things happen, it kind of installs itself into you, and it just depends on what kind of person you are, or what kind of bad experiences you've had, because then you are going to just always, if they've been really bad, you are just always going to think there'll be a lot of people who say a lot in their life, if I didn't have bad luck, I would have no luck at all. And I used to be one of those people. That would sit and go, like earlier today, I actually did. Now this is a step up for me, but I actually said to the other half, it's been such a great day. So many things have fell into place today, but I think to myself, no, it's like they say that it comes in threes. Well, I genuinely tend to think it comes in threes, and then you'll get the three, the opposite at the back of it, and that's just how I feel like my life has always went. So what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to see that there's going to be bad days, but you have to focus on the good days. You have to focus on those good things that do actually happen to you, because if you're always looking for something that you didn't have, you're never going to be happy. It's okay to have goals. It's okay to have some place that you want to be and things that you want to have in your life, but you have to truly accept them when you get them. You have to appreciate what you've got just now, because the now, right, this is hard to explain, but where you are now, when you get to what you want in the future, when you're in the future, that is going to be your now, and you're not going to appreciate it. So you have to learn to appreciate what you actually have now, so that in the future, when you actually get there and you have what you wanted, do you think you'll appreciate it if you never actually appreciate what you have in that moment? And that's what I've been trying to kind of get my head around, try to understand, try to train myself to have those positive thoughts first. And it was so hard. It's just been sort of the last couple of months that my mind has changed, because a negative person will always have the negative as the first thing they think about, and then at the back of their mind they'll have, you take in though, it could be alright. But then you're like, no, it's me. Of course it's not going to be alright. So, and I was one of those people. I still believe I could have a lot more luck, and I know that, and a lot more happiness, but I've been a lot happier since I started doing this, and I know that's because I've changed the way that I think. So now I'm like, yes, that's it. And at the back of my mind, the doubt's there at the back of my mind. So it's my subconscious has got the doubt, and it doesn't. It's not always at the forefront of my mind now. It's not the first thing that I think about. So I'm starting to, I want to get rid of that altogether, the doubt there. Because having doubt, it just doesn't get you anywhere. If you're not positive about something, if you didn't see what the good that could come out of something, you're not going to strive for it. It's like if you're thinking that this is the greatest example that I gave myself when trying to learn this was, in the morning, if you think, right, I'm going to be late, and you think, nah, there's no way I'm going to make it to work on time. So you'll just stop, you will just slow down, and you'll be like, there's no point in me rushing because I'm going to be late anyway. But if you have the positive thought that, I am going to make it, I'm running late the now, but I will make it to my work on time. So you'll rush that wee bit quicker, you'll do something, you'll do things differently, and you'll get there. Most of the time, depends if you're already over, if you're not even out your bed, but if you start at 9 and you're out your bed at 9:05, right, okay, we're not stupid, that you're not making it to your work at 9 o'clock. But if you have that wee bit of time and you think to yourself, no, I am going to make it, and you truly think that you could make that, you're going to make yourself work harder to actually get there, rather than if you're thinking negatively, you're not going to, if you're thinking in a negative way, you're not going to push yourself. And that happens, and it's true for every single thing that you do. So that's why I've been trying. Being in the business that I'm in, I really need to be positive, because it can be very, very trying at times, but the rewards are so much better than the downsides. So that's why I have to always keep my eye on the prize. I have to keep my eye on the end goal, and the life that I want to be living. So that's why I started to kind of train my mind to be positive rather than negative. So yeah, so that was what I was just thinking to myself today. I was trying to, with all this good stuff going on, my wee bit at the back of my mind was like, nah, but you can. Things could still go wrong. And I thought, no. And just when I was doing it, I thought, okay, Matt, I've spoke to all these people over the last few days that could really use this kind of information and this to try and do this, so that when bad things are happening, it's like every cloud. And sometimes it's hard to see that silver lining, and I always believe everything happens for a reason. And most of the time in my life, things have happened, and you didn't quite see it at the time why that bad things happened, but then you'll usually find that after it, something will happen, something good will happen, and you'll be like, right, okay, that actually was a blessing in disguise. So you've got all these cliches, but they all come from somewhere, and it's these people who actually think positively. I was actually speaking to one of my friends earlier who had a bit of a disaster in her house, but she's getting it fixed, and it's actually going to be better than what it was before. So I was like, oh well, every cloud. So being grateful for what you've actually got at the time, and being positive about getting to where you want to be really, 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 really does help. I think I've kind of went off tangent a wee bit. I had a whole point. Anyway, I'm so excited. I really just actually wanted to come on and say that yeah, the good days do come, even though you're having the bad days. You just have to be patient, because there are good days. You just have to remember that if you do have good days, then you have got good things in your life. So you have to be grateful for them, so that you've always got that in your mind that, oh, that went tits up, but it doesn't matter. I'm in my house, my kids are happy, my family's happy, my partner's happy, my mum and dad are happy, whoever it is that's in your life, or whatever it is that you've got. If you've just been out and bought a new car, but you've came in and your telly's just broke, just say, it doesn't matter. I'll go out and drive about in my car and listen to my music. I don't need the telly. See what I mean? There's always, you just always have to be like grateful for what you've got, because there's always somebody worse off than you, which is unfortunate for them, and it's a sad way to think, really. But it's true, and I think that's what gets us through. There's always somebody, if you feel like you're so unlucky and never get any luck at all, just always think there's somebody worse off than you. And those people are going to have somebody worse off than them, so don't feel too bad for them. Think about yourself. So yeah, I've had such an amazing day, everything's fallen into place, and it's been a long night. With this change of the time, I've looked at the clock, it was only 5:30 earlier, it felt like it was about 7 o'clock, so I was happy about that. I've got more time to work before bed, so yeah. That's all I want to come on for. If any of you find this interesting, or you think you could use it in your life, then let me know and I'll direct you to some YouTube videos that could help you. But it's really helped me the last few months. I'm smashing my business, I'm more happier in my own life, I'm more happier with my kids. I'm able to teach them how to be like this, because every kid has that training mind, that train of thought, that mindset. Every kid has it. They believe they could do anything, and it really is a great way to think. If you could train yourself to think like that, and you will be a lot happier, and you'll be a lot more grateful for what you've got, so you won't be unhappy all the time and negative about stuff. So that was pretty much it. I'm going to get back to my happiness, and I hope you all enjoy a wee bit more serious live the night. Don't worry, that'll not be happening too often. I'll speak to you all later. Enjoy your evening. Bye. Oh, can I get to finish?